Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, November 17th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I notice what is showing up in my life to give power and perspective in my flow. So we really do want to notice what's showing up, and rather than shaming it, hating it, blaming it, take a little perspective. Take that Scorpio eagle approach and really look at what's going on and see where you can shift your perspective, where you can take the power of responsibility back into yourself and really work with the flow in the highest manner. We're building into the new moon. We are building into the new moon, which will happen I think it's 3:42 a.m. on Saturday morning. So getting very close to it, but as we go in closer to the new moon, we go deeper into the dark of the moon. And the dark of the moon, or new moon energy, it's very similar to full moon. Full moon gets so much attention because you get to see that light in the sky. But new moon is the same thing. It's the full experience of this lunar power energy. We just don't see it. So we really have to acknowledge the power of emotions, the power of what is coming up in and through us. And in Scorpio, we do have the potential for the lightest light, but we have the potential and the need to look at the shadows. And oftentimes during Scorpio time, that is what happens. The shadows surface so we can see them, so we can take back our responsibility, so we can take back our power, because responsibility and power are just intrinsically linked. So pay attention to that and notice what's showing up. It's not showing up by accident. It's showing up to give you power and perspective if you can honor the flow. And going into this, I kind of think of the roomy guest house, honor whatever's showing up because it's there for you. The universe is not working against you. The universe is working with you and for you. So honor that. All right. That being said, we have some interesting connections going on today. We begin with the moon in Scorpio connecting to Venus. I mentioned it yesterday in yesterday's horoscope because the connection's happening at midnight, and I knew we would really feel that building. That connection is at 13 degrees. 13 degrees is that revolution, evolution energy. So you may find that some of these shadow energies that surface are around your worth, are around your talents, and it may be that you bring up some of those places where you've handed your power away regarding some of those things, and you have this opportunity to take it back and be like, oh, I know I'm a highly gifted individual, and this thing that I love, I came to bring it forward. It's part of my passion. It's part of the matrix of me, and I want to bring it forward. So you may notice that. So that's our first liberation energy today. We also have the sun in conjunct Uranus. So in conjunct, we aren't seeing eye to eye. These are two big power players. Sun in Scorpio, major power energy, and then Uranus. Uranus is so independent. Uranus is the rebel. Uranus is the innovator. Uranus is the liberator. Uranus is revolution energy, and it is in Aries, so the sign of I am. So you're going to have to notice where you may, sometimes, we all do at times, it happens, it's okay, but take back the power, where you may be shifting some blame, where you may be putting off some responsibility, bringing in a little victim, and instead reel in that power, step into your I am, liberate yourself. Now I love this because that connection is 25 degrees, that is 7. So if there is something that you need to know and utilize with this energy, it is going to show up in your flow. This could be, with 7 energy, there's often a spiritual connotation with it. This could be a deeper spiritual thing going on. So it may even be kind of esoteric and kind of out of logic realm, logic reach, but just be aware of this if it comes up. And if you notice yourself slipping into victim at all, take back that power, take back the responsibility, shift into perspective, so that you can step into the power of your flow. Next connection, Mercury in Sagittarius connecting to Mars, 16 degrees, more 7 energy. Mercury in Sagittarius is like, find the bright spot, find the light. I think that's one of the things that we often don't do when we go into victim or martyr energy, that we don't really find what that silver lining is. What's the good? What's the joy? What's the lesson in this? Mercury in Sagittarius wants us to know that. And as we connect to Mars in Libra, that will help bring some balance into our yang energy. That is going to help us continue to move forward on our path. Final connection of the day is the moon connecting to Pluto. Is this the last connection before the new moon happens? It is. Of course it is. Moon connecting to Pluto is the last connection that the moon makes before the new moon early on Saturday morning. So, of course, what an intense connection. That moon connecting to Pluto could bring stuff up. The ultimate lesson with Pluto being at 17 degrees, which is 8, stand in your responsibility to stand in your power. Whatever is coming up, do not let yourself sink into that other role. You don't have to go there, and it's really not serving you to go there. Find what your responsibility is. I'd also take a page from Nicole Oman's book. You may want to ho'oponopono if stuff does come up. Ho'oponopono for your part in whatever this interacting energy is that you're working in and through. So, new moon. I want to mention the new moon before I pull the cards. The new moon. Oh my God. The Sabian symbol for the new moon, I really like. The Sabian symbol for 26 degrees, which is the new moon. American Indians making camp after moving into a new territory. I like one of the things that it says in here. He who lives in harmony with nature, moving on as new needs arrive, finding that flow, finds himself intuitively at home anywhere, and he does not make demands upon life, for he has identified himself with the gentle rhythms of the biosphere, and he functions at peace he functions at peace with what they produce. Western man has lost this faith in life because he wants to dominate and enslave manifestations. Because Western man is not really, we haven't found the flow. We're working into the flow, but we're still all kind of control freaks running around. So to me, this Sabian symbol is like, we're all rising. Like, we're rising up a level. This is our new encampment, our new connection with nature, our new connection with spirit. In order to do that, we have to notice what's going on around us. We have to be present, and then we have to take our power and responsibility in each and every moment very seriously. Okay. Now to the cards. I'll get more into the new moon tomorrow, but that's what's coming up for now. Stress, sorrow, master in reverse, intensity, and yet the mother. Creativity, the empress energy. Stress. What are you carrying around? I think there's nothing actually more stressful than victim or martyr mentality, because that strips you of your power. It makes you powerless, and it's just not true. There may be some processing that you have to do around it, but you are not powerless of it. It's time to take that power back. It's time to look into the light. I feel like Nikki said this actually in this week's GPS. Like, look at this energy that's moving in this direction to the light. Find that light. What's the joy? What's the good? What's the lesson in this situation? That's going to help you get into master. We're not quite there. We have not mastered Scorpio. We still need a few more days, because I feel like I've pulled master in reverse quite a bit these last couple days. Put down these issues. Put it down. And if you still are ruminating about it in your head, chances are there actually is some grieving, some ho'oponoponoing that you have to do, some nurturing of yourself that you have to do in order to release it. Totally have a sneeze rising right now. See? Something wants to go out. It wants to release. From The Universe Has Your Back. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Keep reaching for the joy. Keep reaching for the light. I know it's so intense, but that doesn't mean that you can't reach for the joy and the light. Keep reaching for it. And then, to finish, I really like this card from the Sacred Power Reading Cards. Medicine. Lead by example and share your knowledge with others. Uh, the ability to heal and work with different energies and the gifts of vision are the medicine of the shaman, bridging the world of earth, nature, self, and spirit. Looking to a leader or elder for guidance and mentorship could be helpful now. Remember, true leaders empower, direct, and facilitate transformation. A false leader can tear down your progress, destabilize social programs or social networks, and create spiritual cults. So, powerful healing energy is around you now. You are strongly connected to shamanic medicine. Journey within the realms to learn and share the messages from your ancestors. Past life journeys can reawaken your soul's natural gifts and access your ancestral power to enlighten and illuminate your direction. Right now, you need to harness the power of natural remedies, herbal medicines, and natural skincare products. Visit a professional to assist you to support your mind, body, and spirit. Use complementary medicine in addition to traditional healing methods. But I really like this. Here's this bird flying. Dig into perspective at this time too and realize, I feel like, I've done a lot of shamanic training in and among all my years of everything that I've done. Sagittarius, I've done a lot of things. But the shamans use everything. Everything has purpose in it. They see beyond the surface of everything. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a message. Everything is this potential portal for healing. Step into this energy from this perspective. I know it's intense. I know it. Gotta master the Scorpio lessons. And it is a very, very necessary time. So, good luck to you. That being said, come join us after Scorpio time. We'll be in Sagittarius, December 2nd. 2017, me and Nikki are doing GPS workshop in LA. Look forward to seeing any of you there. You can find details on the website or on the event post on the Gaia Blooming Facebook page. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your personal chart. The better it gets, the better it gets. Keep reaching for that joy. Keep reaching for that light. And there is enough love in the world for you. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.